Hey, Justin, how's it going, man? It's been a long time since I've done one of these. I might be a little rusty, but anyway, thank you for the opportunity to do that, to do this. Let's take a look at your shot. Okay, I read through some of the other people's shot notes, Chad's and uh, the other guy. Why can't I remember his name right now? Daniel. No, Derek's. Derek's. And I kind of agree with what they're saying. Um, my first note is the first the only reason I know this is because I've been doing a little bit more cooking lately. Um, right now, when he's chopping, his arm is like basically like this, and he's just doing this. It's just all on the wrist. He's just chop, 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 and it looks like he's cutting salami or something. And it would probably it would certainly look more realistic or believable if he incorporated more of his arm in the chopping. Like if the wrist was a little bit more stable and there was more arm movement in the cutting. And also, if that also would give you a better excuse to use his other hand. Like, so I'm left-handed, so if I was going to do it, I would probably hold whatever I'm cutting with one hand and then be cutting it with my arm of the other, like that. Because I'm not sure of a whole lot of stuff, even stuff like lettuce or something like that. You kind of need to chop into, you know. There's not a whole lot you could just go like this and then slice it up. But I know it's an animation, right? But it would look, I think, more believable if you incorporated arm movement, and then that'll, like I said, it'll give you an excuse to do something with his other hand holding it, right? So that was the main thing that caught my eye there. I think this looks great. I think the whole pose, the malaise, the chewing, great timing, great pose. Um, but I think here's where I agree with everybody else. The timing on the reaction needs to be way faster because right now you have this good contrast of chew, chew. That's great, but then um, and I like how he's reacting or he's anticipating as he's reacting, like through here, right? And I think I see what you're doing with the floatiness in the air. It's just kind of giving him a cartoony timing, and I think that's fine. Um, as I think that you may want to snap up his reaction, like his, you know, that part into the float. Give him maybe a little less frames in the floatiness in the air, just like one or two or three frames less. So it still seems like he's got a floaty appeal, but it's not too floaty, you know. But when he hits, everything should be like bam, boom, pow. You know, like when he hits his head on the drawer and the clock, just everything needs to kind of happen, bum, 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 you know, just like real quick. Um, so right now, see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's kind of like 9 frame anticipation slash beginning of the jump, and I'm wondering if you cut that down to like 4 or 5 frames. Just be like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you kind of have 6 frames down. I would make that like 3 frames down, or maybe two, maybe like one or three, like one big one and then two padding, and then have them pop out, like get rid of that frame, have them go from like there to there, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I would have like 3 frame anticipation, 2 frame out, and then pad into the float, and then when he comes down, like come down fast, like maybe get rid of that frame, get rid of a couple frames in here so he comes down and then goes bam, And see the frame here, this frame right here, his body should probably be further down. I like the camera shake. Bam, bam. Here, let me draw this. If his body was here already. What does that look like? Yeah, it looks a little snappier. Yeah, I think that's, let's do the anticipation. This is a shitty drawing. It's just ways to be up there. That might be a little too fast. Maybe there might need to be another frame in there, but I'm pretty happy with how he's coming down here with my little stick figures. I think, and that will probably, you'd probably want to shave some frames because he's going to be up there, if he's going to be up there faster and he's going to be coming down faster, you're probably going to want to shave a couple frames out of up here. And then other notes real quick. Like when he's coming down, watch, like look at the hand here, or I'm sorry, the screen left hand, screen left arm. There's kind of a huge pop right there. I know that maybe in 3D space that might not be a big jump, but just it visually looks like a big jump. Right here, you may want to start swinging the elbow in